I want to start with two simple words. Thank you. Sometimes we don't hear them enough, but now, more than ever, I want to share my gratitude with all of you and thank you for your efforts in preparing our students for success in a changing world. This has certainly been a challenging end of the school year. It's been challenging for our students. They've been asked to learn in new ways, organize their time differently, and do all of this without the daily in-person interactions with students and staff members that are part of the traditional school experience. It's also disrupted important milestones for our students, particularly our 12th graders who weren't able to participate in many of the traditional senior activities. It's been challenging for our families. They've had to organize dedicated learning spaces in their homes, serve as a quasi-teacher at times, and do all of this while maintaining a work-life balance. I believe they have a greater appreciation for all that you do. And it has been challenging for all of us. In a very short period of time, we completely changed our educational model and the ways that we interact with students and one another. We learned that we can move mountains when there is a call to action. It also took away our in-person opportunities to celebrate those staff members who are retiring and have given so much to this school district. But through every situation, good or bad, you learn something that helps you grow moving forward. Shortly after we moved into a remote learning environment, we distributed a survey to students, families, and staff members regarding their experiences. The feedback we received contains valuable information regarding what we are currently doing and helps set the stage for future efforts. Some of the highlights from this remote learning survey include students and parents would like to see more real-time, live instruction between students and teachers. They miss these important interactions. Blackboard in grades 6 through 12 really helps organize student learning. The lack of a consistent learning platform in grades K through 5 is very challenging for students and parents. Staff members are asking for more professional learning around teaching in a remote environment. And finally, students and staff members noted in the survey that there are concerns about their mental health and well-being. This feedback proved valuable as we thought about the end of the current school year and how we might prepare for the 2020-2021 school year. To address some of our needs, we made the decision to change the last student day of the school year from June 11th to this Friday, June 5th. In doing so, we were able to coordinate opportunities for students to return school materials and pick up their belongings next week, and this information was recently communicated with students and families. The change to the last student day also created time during the week of June 8th to begin preparing for the coming school year, using the feedback from the remote learning survey to help guide these efforts and provide staff with the professional learning activities that they have requested. The specific professional learning plans for next week will be shared with staff members this Friday, and June 12th will still be a discretionary day for staff members. Next week will also give us an opportunity to continue our planning for next school year. We know that the coming school year will look different. We need to think creatively about how we can meet the academic, social, and emotional needs of our students, as well as ensuring the safety of our students, staff members, and families. Recently, we developed a Return to School Committee for the 2020-2021 school year. This committee, composed of a variety of stakeholders from across the district, is tasked with answering questions like, how might we incorporate the CDC guidelines and PDE requirements in our planning efforts for next year? How do we support learning for all students in an environment that flexibly moves back and forth between in-person and remote learning environments? How might we incorporate more live video so that the learning experiences are the same for students whether they are in person or remote? What does this look like for students and families who are physically unable to come to school? What are the parameters we have to work with at North Allegheny? These questions and many others are being addressed by the 5 subcommittees that comprise the Return to School Committee. Education is going to look different for all of us. So let's take what we've learned over the past 3 months and build a better future for our students, for our families, and for our staff members. We have the people to do this. I'm fortunate every day to work with an amazing leadership team, people who are truly committed to our mission of preparing all students for success in a changing world. I am confident that they will continue to guide this work throughout the summer in preparation for next year. I also want to welcome Dr. O'Toole as the interim superintendent. I have a lot of respect for him, and I think he will do a great job of shepherding North Allegheny through these uncharted waters. He will officially begin his transition over the coming weeks and will be able to hit the ground running when I move to the AIU in mid-July. So back to my 2 words. Thank you. Thank you for embracing change, whether you wanted to or not. Thank you for being kind, because the world certainly needs more of that right now. And thank you for being the difference as we close out the current school year and prepare for the next. As Mr. Rogers once said, often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else.